Good afternoon. Thank you all for being here. We're very happy to be in Kosovo. It feels like home for me. Kosovo is home. From the very moment I landed, I am humbled by the love and the passion of the amazing and beautiful people of Kosovo have shown me. They've created a memory that will last me a lifetime. We came for a short visit to Kosovo, which will follow with us participating in the Albanian Diaspora Summit in Tirana, as well as a visit to help the elections in the local municipality of Tuzi. I'd like to take this opportunity to congratulate Kosovo on its 11th anniversary of independence. An independence that was paid for. Independence came with a price for the Albanian people. Make no mistake, every square meter of Kosovo land is drenched in blood, tears, and sweat. We also congratulate Kosovo on its recent accomplishments, such as the formation of the army. The three most significant occurrences for the Albanians in my lifetime have been the fall of communism, the independence of Kosovo, and Mother Teresa becoming a saint. During my stay, I had the pleasure of meeting with the Kosovo government, officials, as well as the opposition leaders and parties. This visit also conveys the message that Albanian Americans follow carefully the developments that happened in Kosovo, in Albania, and wherever Albanians live in the Balkans. We've always stood by our brothers and sisters, and we'll continue to do so. Kosovo has reached tremendous progress after the war, and that warms our heart. We should continue to work to consolidate Kosovo's statehood in all aspects and elements. Kosovo continues to be confronted with challenges such as membership into the international organizations, economic progress and stability, strengthening the rule of law, fight against corruption, and further advancements of statehood. We're here to express our dedication and support for Kosovo. In the meetings with the political leaders, I've expressed the readiness of the Albanian American community to work together. We think the Albanian Americans could and should continue to play a very important role in the strategic relationship between Kosovo and the U.S. We are the strongest bridge between the Albanians in the Balkans and the United States. The United States has no greater friend or ally than the Albanians in the Balkans, and the Albanians have no greater ally than the United States. We have a long-standing history together. We're going to continue that relationship and strengthen our friendship. But the world is changing rapidly. There are many developments and problems around the globe where the U.S. has its attention. For us Albanians everywhere, it is essential to maintain and strengthen our strategic partnerships with the U.S. We need to remind the world of the needs of the Albanians and their issues and causes in the Balkans. We have to remind the world that the issues with Serbia is just not Kosovo. It is decades and century-long issues, going back to the massacre of 1878 and 79, where we lost more than 35,000 Albanians, to the 1912 and 13 war, where we lost 120,000 Albanians, to the Tivar massacre, where we lost 5,000 Albanians at the hands of our enemy, to the more recent Kosovo War, where we lost 14,000 Albanians, where 20,000 women were raped. These are our mothers and daughters, and where we still have more than 1,600 missing. While Serbia has continued to make progress, lobbying efforts in the U.S. and Europe We've lost momentum. We lost focus. That the real issue are the war crimes that were committed, that our independence was not given to us or granted, but it was paid for by blood, sacrifice, by decades and generations of oppression, discrimination, ethnic cleansing. This is our responsibility to educate the world on what has happened to the Albanians in the Balkans. The message that I convey to our leaders here is to speak with one voice to the international community. Our leaders in political parties fought together during the war. They were brothers in war with a focus and a mission at hand. They were strategic. Since our independence, they've lost focus. We ask our leaders in our political parties to put their differences aside, to rethink, take a pause, and reevaluate where we are as a people, a country, and a nation. To put the needs of the people first, to put the needs of the country first, and the greater national cause ahead of their own personal endeavors. We've seen the success when our leaders work together. We need them to once again come together and focus on the issues that are important. You have a great partner in the Albanian American community. You have a great partner in Albanians throughout the world. We have more Albanians that live outside of the borders than within. That is an asset that should be used, but we need focus and direction, and we need to hear it in a single unified voice, where we can again focus on the national and future issues of our people. I also reiterate how important it is for Kosovo's international standing to be uncompromising in its fight against corruption, to reach progress on its economic development. I want to take a moment and talk about the local elections that are taking place this Sunday in Tuz. After decades of fighting to have our own municipality, a right that we're entitled to, this election is important to the Albanian community in Montenegro. We've put too much work and energy into this municipality for it not to be held by a majority Albanian vote. So I implore all of the Albanians that are able to vote to please do so and make sure that you vote Albanian, putting our people first and not self-interest. We'll be there Sunday to do our part in the campaign and the election process. We call on the government to make sure that the elections are free and fair for all. Let me reiterate my profound pleasure to be here with my colleagues from the U.S., and that we're here to continue our commitment to this country and the national cause and all Albanians in the Balkans. I look forward to my next visit, which will be in April, to celebrate the 20th anniversary of the Atlantic Battalion, as we commemorate the sacrifices and the commitment of those young men who put aside all of the protections and freedoms and put the national cause first. God bless you. God bless America. God bless Kosovo and Albania, and God bless the Albanian people wherever they may be in the world. Thank you. Questions? Anyone have any questions? Yes.
Sen për shkolli nga agencioni Trojës Shqiptare. Lutem dy çështje po më interesojnë. E para se kanë gjeni vetëm në ndërhyrjen shtetërore që valla për kryeministri Haradinaj, dhe e dyta në ndërën e vitit kaluar pa vjetit Dynja shtatëmëtën keni premtu se do të kujdeseni me ndërtu shtëpinë e kulturës dhe informative në New York. Çka ka të reja në këtë drejtim?
Faleminderit. I herë nerimi i kryeministrit ka qenë pa pritur. Dhe me vërtet kam keni prekun prej atë njoftir që ka marrë prej ti edhe më ka bëj memory që kam e majt për vedi sa t'jem gjallë. Për sa i përket qenda e komunitetit, jem vazhdim, besoj se si mjetë kemi e pas të hapun, që na bashkon popullin e në mundësinë që mi gëzu tona mirat e benefitat që i ka Amerika si gjithë kohë me tjera. Faleminderit. Any other questions?
Thank you.
Thank you.